Blog Talk Radio.
10 years ago, a crack commando unit was sent to prison by a military court for a crime they didn't commit. These men promptly escaped from maximum security stockade to the Los Angeles underground. Today, still wanted by the government, they survive as soldiers of fortune. If you have a problem, if no one else can help, and if you can find them, maybe you can hire
LCS Hockey. It's the show that has the absolute worst possible theme music you could ever imagine. It is the LCS Hockey Radio Show. Brought to you, as always, by Honest John Churchfield and by the #1 non-updated hockey site in all the land, lcshockey.com. LCS, I don't know, kick me in the nuts. I got nothing. Hey, Mike Dell, are you there?
Yeah, Larry, that was the Upholsterers.
Oh,
Jack White's early bands with Brian Muldoon. Yeah, because they were literally upholsterers at the time. And
wow.
They said that little song. I've been waiting to use that for like weeks, and we keep forgetting to do it. So I'm like, hey, bonus show, bang, upholsterers, apple of my eye. There it is.
I don't want to give anybody career advice because who am I, but they should have stuck to upholstery. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, so Larry, why are we doing a show tonight?
Because Cousin Brandon wanted to. So here we are.
Yeah. Is Cousin Brandon on the line yet?
Cousin Brandon is here.
Ooh. Well, go
all
ahead
right,
and play his theme song. Yeah.
All right, let me find it. Let me find it. It
should be an
all right, here we go.
There we go. Yeah.
Brandon.
Hello? I wondered where Jerry bought his pantyhose.
What is wrong with you? How?
Yeah, that's horrible. How do you call yourself a man? Holy hell, I need to have these women.
Brandon.
Hi!
There he is. Brandon Damashek, Cousin Brandon. Hey, now it was your big idea to have a show tonight, right?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah, I guess so, sure. Listen, it fell through on Wednesday. I was all ready to finally do this. I was thinking Ferris Bueller, let's do this. And then, So, I just figured, you know what? I don't know if the non-Pennsylvanians know this. We got a lot of snow. And I'm kind of trapped at home all day. I was like, fuck it. Let's do a show. Let's do this thing. Oh, and here, by the way, wait, I want you to hear something. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Hear that?
Oh, is that a beer opening?
Oh, that was the sound of a beautiful High Life opening. Out of a can, no less.
How about that?
Nice.
That's right.
Larry's still a little under the weather.
No. Larry is back on the wagon today, Mike Dell. I'm about 7, 8 beers into it today, buddy.
Wow, I had no idea.
Is that true?
Yeah, it is true.
Good for you. I'm 3 glasses of wine into it, so I just opened a beer. So
3 glasses of wine. What a fucking vagina you are.
Hey,
look, you know what? I ate a steak with dinner, and I thought, you know what? Why not? I'll have some wine. Be nice.
Hey, what's your husband drinking? Hey, 3 glasses of wine.
I don't know, Larry. What is your husband drinking?
That's my favorite joke. But, so on Wednesday night, Larry, you're going to go Larry versus beer on Wednesday night, though, right?
That is correct.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't
swear. You're going to do that this Wednesday?
Yeah, this coming Wednesday.
All right,
right
then
now I'm just practicing. Yeah.
All right, I'll join you.
All right.
Well, Brandon, also, I believe Cousin Dave might be joining us as well that night, so you can...
Ah, perfect. I haven't seen that guy in a long time, I'll be honest with you. Maybe the occasional email, but that's about it. So, and by the way, I don't know, well, maybe I shouldn't say it, but I think he might have something in the pipeline.
Uh-oh.
But I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah,
and by in the pipeline, I mean in the poop chute.
That's right. That's what
Poop
we're
chute.
So, Yeah, go ahead, Larry.
I was going to say I don't want to step out of line here, but I got an email from the Dave today, as a matter of fact, and I didn't really. It was kind of cryptic. I didn't understand, but it just said Lost is gay. I didn't
How
know
dare you? You know what?
That's what he said. That's your cousin.
There is first of all, there's no way he said that, and if he is, guess what? I have one less cousin. Fun.
Huh. All right. I'll let him know.
Yeah, Brandon. Which, did you?
Yeah,
well, go ahead. I was going to say, did you guys actually? Not that you watched Lost, I guess.
No.
No, come on.
All right,
I have a penis.
Please, enough.
But Brandon, I was going to say, why don't you tell the people you're writing your Lost recaps again over at your blog?
That would be cousinbrandon.wordpress.com, the Cousin Brandon's Mr. Hipster blog. And here's the thing. My brother makes a good point, and again, I just because I love saying it, Mitch the Masturbator. Mitch the Masturbator makes a good point. He says, because I always tell him, I'm like, listen, it's a commitment. I have to sit there with, pen in hand, and I take notes, and then I have to spend, how many hours the next day at my job actually writing it up. And he's like, look, why don't you just live sort of blog the show, instead of I'm like, I said, look, the show's way too intricate. There's too much going on, number one. And Mike Dell, as a writer, you know this too. You know how it is. You start writing, and writing spawns other ideas. You can't, you know what I mean? You don't know until you actually just start writing where it's going to go. So you're like, that doesn't work. And then I said, why don't you go jerk off?
And he took you up on it. But, so you're writing the big recaps of Lost, because was last week the Lost premiere?
That's right. It sure was, the 2-hour premiere.
Is this the last season?
This is the last season. You guys can applaud quietly over there, but this is the final season, and it's bittersweet, of course. But at the same time, look, I like a show, especially one that's been a serial essentially. I like, and not the edible, but a serial. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I like that it's a serial, but I like that they have an endpoint. In other words, I like the notion of saying we're going to do this many seasons, and we know when it's coming to an end. It just makes more sense that way. I like that.
Now,
very good.
Are you telling me they had this endpoint in mind all along? Because
well, I'll tell you what. Lost. The writers have said this, and I fully believe I think they've had the ending in mind all along.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, I don't think that they necessarily thought, from day one, they didn't think 6 seasons. But
But
of course, how it is. You can't have a show this involved, and that always got to me. The people that they're making it up as they go along. No, fuck that. No, they're not. Look, there's things of it that they can write into the show, of course, but they had to have known where they were going to go with it. It just wouldn't have made sense otherwise. There's no way to do a show that way. Not one that's involved as this. So.
Well, Larry, what would it take you to watch Lost?
It'd probably take maybe getting raped in the ass by a man and
well, that's not good.
A case of beer.
That?
That would maybe turn me gay.
Oh, all right. I see.
Well, listen, I've only had a couple drinks, but
well, you just stunned me a couple weeks back, Brandon, when you said Lost is better than Mad Men. That was shocking to me.
What?
Well, okay, look, it's not a question of look, we can't associate what's better. I'm saying I Lost is
you enjoy it more.
Yes,
you enjoy it
I do.
more.
I don't think it's fair to say it's better. I'm just saying yes, I enjoy it more. That's
you identify with it better than the Mad Men. Is that why?
Right. If you're going to list put it this way, if you have Cousin Brandon and you put his favorites on a poster board next to him, because people do that, of course, and you said favorite food and favorite drink and favorite whatever and favorite TV show, it would be Lost. That's what you would see, a picture of Lost. Exactly.
I don't think that was a joke, Larry.
I didn't think it was a joke either, but I kind of like that. So, in fact, I kind of want to walk around with one of those from now on, just everything I say, especially on conference calls. Just to be we can't fund that many kids in our juvenile justice program.
Well, I'm just making a note that I have to buy some poster board and have to put it up next to my
you.
And
by the way, let me just say, the reason I even thought of poster board, so I've told you I've gotten very much into watching the documentaries, and just today I watched, have you seen You're Gonna Miss Me by any chance?
No.
It's are you familiar with Rocky Erickson, the musician?
No.
He had a band back in the 60s called the 13th Floor Elevators. This sort of psychedelic rock band, whatever.
Very good.
Had an amazing voice. No, I wasn't a fan of the band. Like, I didn't care, but the documentary is fantastic. I'm telling you, Michael also is a big music fan. And too, I'll tell you what, there is a little bit of Jack White in his vocals. I got to be honest with you. Now that I think about that. But the guy essentially is diagnosed as a schizophrenic, and he's living with his mother in Austin, Texas, and he's a mess. And I'm telling you, it's a really well done documentary. You should definitely check it out. Good stuff. So,
well, Larry, you remember the last documentary Brandon recommended.
Okay, you know what? Listen, and that's why I was afraid to mention. Just shut your mouth. It's a fantastic movie. Man on Wire is great. Shut up.
I watched a good documentary the other day, by the way. It was on HBO, and it's called Every Fucking Day of My Life. Have you guys seen this?
No, I have not.
And it's about this woman who she was married to this guy for like 15, 20 years, and he used to like beat the hell out of her all the time.
Huh.
And then one night she just snapped, and her and her son like just killed this guy, and she got sentenced to 10 years in jail. But she was allowed, like, she had to report to jail within, like, I don't know, a year, 6 months, a year. She had time to, like, before she went to jail because she had 3 other kids, and she was allowed time to, you know, get them set and, you know, make sure they were okay before she went to jail. And this documentary was, like, the last 4 days before she went to prison, and it's really good.
Yeah.
It sounds awesome. What's it called again?
Every Fucking Day of My Life. It's only about like an hour and 10 minutes, but it's really good.
I'm gonna have to look for that. That sounds really. I'm telling you, man, I'm wild about the documentaries these days. That sounds really. That sounds really fucking.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah.
Really fucking good.
Oh, about that. Now, Brandon, aside from the Lost recaps, what else you got going over there on the blog? The Angry Alphabet, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, indeed. What am I up to? Letter C? Yeah, letter C.
Yeah, I think you just did. Once again, the Angry Alphabet was you go through the alphabet, and each letter you say something that you hate that starts with that letter, and you ran the whole way A to Z, and now you're starting over back at A with the Angrier Alphabet, and you're up to C. Right. And you for C you had celebrities.
Yes, I did, but in quotes. I made a point of that. Celebrities in quotes. So essentially, those sort of reality television celebrities that are, you know, now are pseudo-celebrities, the people we now worship, and they are terrible people, by the way.
Yeah, no doubt.
And by the way, and somebody named Larry, or Jerry, or Larry, commented over on my blog, made something in reference to Big Brother. How fucking dare that guy, right?
Yeah. I think
who watches that? Listen, anybody that critiques somebody for watching Man on Wire and loving it, and then talks about, what's his name, Howie, about what a fucking bruiser Howie is on Big Brother. How dare you? How fucking dare you? That's terrible.
I think he said something about Hurricane Howie would fuck your shit up. I think that's what he said.
Wow.
Oh, please. Yeah. That is unbelievable. You have a lot of nerve, sir.
But by the way, Cousin Brandon, I couldn't agree more with letter B. I hate babies. I hate them. I can't stand babies. They all are ugly to me. I want to punch a baby. Is that wrong? But I really like the baby column. Really enjoyed the baby.
Thank you.
And then I think A was Adam Sandler, correct? Is that right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Huh.
He is the goddamn devil. Like, I'm sorry, I take that back. Rachel Ray is the goddamn devil, but Adam Sandler is such a piece of shit. I don't even know what to say about that guy. He is so fucking one-trick pony. He does the same character in everything he does, and it's not good. It's not funny. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. And really, you know who's to blame? Society.
That's right.
That's what I blame. These people that are going to dole out the dollars to go see this guy because they think he's hysterical. He's not funny in everything he does. He just plays like a grown-up, like he's a grown-up child in everything he does. And he plays that, oh, shucks, look at me, I'm a retard. Like in everything.
Is this the same society that, you know, is giving Lost ratings every week?
Well, yeah, not that much.
If I could come through this phone and punch you right in the kidney, so help me, sir, I would.
The only good Adam Sandler movie I've ever seen is The Wedding Singer was pretty good.
Yeah, that's very good.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to say Punch Drunk Love.
I never saw Punch Drunk Love.
That was a fine movie.
Great. That's a great movie.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And you know why it's so good, by the way? Because he's not being Adam Sandler in it. That's why it's good. He actually acts in it.
I'm guessing he didn't write it. Is that right?
No, you know who did it, actually, who directed it is P.T. Anderson, who did like Magnolia and Hard 8 and all that. And that guy is pretty darn good.
You know what else he did?
What's that?
Fiona Apple.
Oh,
right?
Yeah, he used to date Fiona Apple.
Yeah. Oh, no. Not Paul Thomas Anderson.
That's right.
And David Blaine. What the hell's wrong with that girl?
I know.
She was with David Blaine?
Yeah, she was banging David Blaine for a while.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Yes.
Because I know that...
if there's one thing that Larry knows, it's female musicians, like Natalie Merchant. So
yes.
If he tells you that she's banging David Blaine, she's banging David Blaine. So.
David Blaine, you got it. All right, anyway, so Angry Alphabet, any ideas for D? Have you settled on what D will be yet?
No, I actually haven't yet.
How about the Detroit Red Wings?
Well, no, see, because that's hockey. I don't. Well, in fact, I do want to mention something about hockey in a moment, but I was thinking about Damashek.
Brandon or Dave?
Well, that's the thing. See, it's all-encompassing. That's kind of why I like it. Look, we're a family of haters, a la Brandon. We're a family of just jerks, Dave, and then a family of masturbators, Mitch. So how about that?
Well, if you go with Dave, that's like 2 points in categories.
Ooh, well played, Dave. Damn, no, I can't do that.
Nah, he's a good guy. Yeah.
Dave's a friend.
Yeah,
and a cousin, so that wouldn't be right. No, I really haven't come up with the D yet, but I am going to think about that. But speaking of hockey, I wanted to say, so obviously I'm not a huge hockey guy the way you kids are and stuff, of course, but I'll tell you what, it's nearly impossible to turn on Sports Center these days, or even anything sports related, and not see this Alex Ovechkin. I mean, and it's not as if like I didn't know who he was, but this guy, he's going ape shit right now. His whole team is, in fact.
Yeah, 13 in a row, and he's got 39 goals.
It's amazing, and he's such a jackass. That's the thing. Yeah. Like he really is not a likable character, and yet, like,
not at all.
I guess unless you're a Capitals fan, I guess then you kind of love the guy. But it's sort of it would have been equivalent to back in the day if you're an Indiana Pacers fan and you had Reggie Miller on your team, who you're like, oh, I thought Reggie Miller's the greatest, but I'll tell you what, goddamn, that was the guy I wanted to strangle as far as a basketball player goes. So.
Ovechkin's just like the Yakov Smirnoff of comedy. Like he's just always lame and goofy, but he thinks he's cool. And I don't know.
Yeah, but he's talented, so I don't know if that illusion or that comparison.
Hey, don't scoff at Yakov Smirnoff on Night Court. He was very good on Night Court.
Hey, I saw Moscow on the Hudson, sir. Thank you very much. So.
Seen it, I lived it. Yeah. Now, Larry, is there any other topics we had to discuss before we get into this?
Well, no, wait a minute, though. Before we move away from Ovechkin, let me just say one other thing. Did you see that goalie, between the defender's legs and then, oh, my God, amazing.
That was nice.
And even I was amazed. It was amazing.
It was a nice move around the defender, but it's a terrible goal, though, by Henrik Lundqvist. I mean, that's ridiculous that he let that go in. I mean,
well, true, but either way, it was a really nice move. It was no Racky. You know what I mean?
Wonderful effort from Ovechkin, but a terrible, terrible goal from Lundqvist. It's just awful.
Okay, fair enough. And like I said, he's no Racky.
Yeah. Youngblood trivia. We could do some Youngblood. Hey, Larry mentioned last night on the show. What about doing the Lost Boys trivia? Could you do the Lost Boys?
Ooh, I wouldn't do very well. I've seen it a number of times. I don't think I would fare all that well.
How about a Corey Feldman potpourri?
Ooh.
No, what does that entail, though? So it's a License to Drive, Goonies, Stand By Me. What else you got? I hope it's the two Corys, because in that case, done and done. I'm in.
All right.
Yeah, we should just do a two Corys trivia. You can't have Feldman without Haim, right?
No, I agree. Oh, and by the way, you know what I discovered tonight? One other thing, just thinking of child actors, I just discovered Scott Baio's on Twitter. It's pretty awesome.
Oh, my goodness.
I nearly started following him. Did you watch that reality show he did? It was pretty goddamn funny.
No,
no. It was pretty funny. It was like Jason Hervey, who was like who was a Wayne on the Wonder Years.
Yeah.
How about that?
It's hysterical. Chachi. You don't want to be around Chachi. Just keep your distance.
I don't know, man, because being around Chachi means being around the Fonz.
But Chachi almost single-handedly destroyed the Arrested Development season 3 because he replaced Henry Winkler as the family attorney.
But he had a great name, didn't he? Like
Bob blah blah or something like that. But he was just terrible. He was such a bad actor in every scene. And Henry Winkler was so awesome on that show, the first two.
Yeah, he was great. You're right. You're exactly right about that.
Well,
and you know, right?
Barry,
so you know about Winkler.
Zuckerkorn, right? Barry Zuckerkorn. And his motto was, "He's very good."
Which, by the way, who does not want to have that as like their personal sort of slogan, right? He's very good. That's awesome. But which, by the way, I am adapting to my own. I was going to say though, the word is apparently, you know, and like I've heard guys like, you know, Dave and Carolla and all, like they all talk about this. Is the fact they say Winkler is one of those genuinely nice guys, just how like John Ritter was. They always say that he too is just one of these like really good guys.
Well,
Hollywood.
apparently the Fonz was in town recently. Larry, I don't know if you heard about
He was in Pittsburgh?
Yeah, in the Pittsburgh area. It wasn't even in Pittsburgh. I think it was just a suburb. They were having like a car show or something, an antique car show, and he was going to be there signing autographs.
That's pretty pathetic.
Yeah, just like 2 weeks ago or something. Yeah.
That's sad.
That was very sad. So what, because you were on a show that was about the 50s? So now you're going to sign autographs? Oh, God. Henry Winkler was in Scream. You don't need to do that. Hello?
And, of course, what's the best Henry Winkler movie?
Night
Scream.
Shift.
Wait, what did Larry say?
Scream.
Oh, my God. No, it's
Night Shift.
Night
Come
Shift.
on. It's Pittsburgh's own Michael Keaton. Hello?
And Shelley Long, cooking beans.
And Shelley Long actually looking pretty good. Because I don't find her physically attractive, but I'll tell you what, she looks pretty good in that one.
Larry, you went with Scream, really?
Scream. Professor.
Well, at least you didn't say The Water Boy or whatever the fuck that is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because when we were talking about Adam Sandler, when I think of like the two worst movies I've ever seen in my life, and I didn't see them start to finish, but Waterboy and Little Nicky, they were right there. Worst movies
Popeye's Chicken is fucking awesome. Come on.
Just terrible. Yeah, so anything else, or should we get right to the trivia?
I think we should do it. I think we should compete. I'm ready.
Because it's been a while since you guys have done one of these movie trivia deals.
And I am going to lose. I'm just going to tell you right now. I'm losing.
I wouldn't
Larry,
say that. I wouldn't say that.
I thought Larry was Ferris Bueller.
Let me ask Larry something honestly. How many drinks have you had?
Probably about 8.
Wow. All right. Fair enough. I will tell you this, by the way. Let me tell you two things. First of all, I have not left my house all day today. And I'm pretty fucking proud of that. That's kind of nice. I do like that.
Welcome to my world. That's pretty much
really. Huh, so I'm in recluse training. Very good.
Yeah.
Secondly, oh, by the way, speaking of recluses too, we didn't even talk about the fact that Salinger died. Yeah, exactly, right? Crazy. But secondly,
Fine day for banana fish. Am I right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's a great story. Actually went out last night to some to a couple of bars in Harrisburg, and got to actually physically walk through the snowstorm. I'll tell you what, as much as I hate snow and I hate the winter, it's a fun thing to walk through the snow when you're drunk. It really is.
Yeah, it really is.
It's a good time just to be like, yeah, going to the bar, and that's fun.
But it's not so much fun to shovel when you're sober.
No.
Well, yeah, and I told you I didn't leave the house today. I didn't shovel.
Now, Larry, you don't remember what your record was in the trivia battles either, do you?
I think I'm like 17-0.
No. Brandon won. Him and cousin Dave, they won Roadhouse, and they won. I think
we tied Rocky 4.
You tied Rocky 4.
We tied Rocky 4.
What about? Did Brandon win Red Dawn? I believe.
Or did we win the John Hughes? I thought we had one other win. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Well,
not John Hughes.
Larry took 2 of the 3 John Hughes movies from you because he won what is it, Larry, that you love?
16 Candles or?
No, you won 16 Candles. Larry won Breakfast Club and Weird Science. And he crushed you in Breakfast Club, so that's what did it. But I think Larry won Ghostbusters. Larry, did you win Stripes as well?
Probably.
Yeah, look, he's handed it to me pretty good. And by the way, just so you know, Breakfast Club is on right now.
What channel?
That'll distract Larry.
On. Do you get Encore? Because
I got Encore.
Yeah, very good. It's on. Let me see here. It is on channel.
Oh, there it is.
156.
Yeah, 156.
And you know what else is on right now? Okay, so Point Break. I'm sorry, Mike Double. I have to cut you off on one thing. Point Break is on right now, and I actually watched it earlier today when it was on earlier.
I've never seen it. Never seen it.
Oh, is that right? Oh man, you've got it. You have got to watch it. It is a fantastic movie. Not only, of course, you have Swayze in it, of course, but like Keanu's acting It's not, all right, sorry. It's not even fair to call it acting. Keanu's, whatever he does for 2 hours is downright shameful. It is so bad. Plus, a still lucid Gary Busey is in it, which is also nice. But then, on top of it, there's so many ridiculous things that happen in this movie in terms of, like, you know, just the basic, like, premise of the movie. Like, we're all going to jump on and out of an airplane because we're on our rush, but I'm going to jump out without my parachute. Fine, fuck all that. The most ridiculous thing that happened in the movie, where I was like, I call bullshit, is this. They are staking out, Keanu Reeves and Gary Busey are staking out a bank, and they're waiting for you know, Dalton and his gang to strike. In the meantime, Busey says, hey, Keanu, why don't you go around to that sandwich shop around the corner and go get me a couple of meatball subs? Because he loves their sandwiches. He says, why don't you go get me a couple meatball sandwiches? So he's like, what? He's like, it's 10:30 in the morning. He's like, yeah, just give me 2. I love them. Just go get, you know, fine. So he reluctantly agrees. He gets up. He goes. So cut away. You know, Keanu walks around the corner. He goes to the sandwich shop, and he doesn't go in. It's sort of like a street vendor-y type thing, whatever. He orders it. He's like, yeah, can I have 2 meatball sandwiches, a tuna sandwich on rye, and 2 lemonades? Sure enough, less than like a minute later, his order is complete. She hands him all the food in like a minute. No fucking way. Nobody has that food made. That doesn't happen. You don't have a pre-made tuna on rye and 2 hot meatball sandwiches and 2 lemonades in under a minute. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Sorry. That's the kind of stuff that I don't like. Hey, you know, it's equivalent to the character that walks into the bar on television and says, yeah, let me have a beer. No? No, leave that. He just orders a beer.
A
Fuck
beer.
That. Yeah. Exactly. That's bullshit.
Yeah,
order a brand. You don't order a beer.
I've never walked into a bar and said, yeah, give me a beer. Never once.
Exactly.
Never one time.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. So sorry. So I just had to point that out. That drove me nuts.
I can tell.
Yeah. I'm watching The Breakfast Club right now on mute.
Well, this brings up a good idea, though. One night we should all watch a movie and then just provide commentary on a podcast.
Oh.
Like Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah, so that people, if they want to play along, they can just watch the movie and press play on the old podcast machine and listen as we talk about it. It would be like we'd give our own little commentaries to movies.
It's a great idea.
That's a very good idea.
We should say we brainstorm off air, perhaps, and we come up, we choose a movie. Let's do that.
All right.
We'll make it happen. All right, but the big trivia battle this week, and it's been planned for almost a month now, it seems, Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Yes.
Ferris Bueller's. Now, Brandon, did you actually like this movie?
I did. In fact, I think I saw it in the theater.
Wow.
I'm old.
Yeah, see, I wasn't a big fan of this movie when it came out, and I watched it to do some of the trivia, so I watched like at least the first half of it, and I'm still not a big fan of it, because I just have trouble identifying with Ferris Bueller. I think that's the trouble. Because he's
kind of a smug asshole, right? Is that why?
Yeah, he's just like a spoiled little rich kid who... Yeah. So it's like, what do I care if he gets away with this stuff? I don't, you know, so...
fair enough.
Yeah, I couldn't identify with him. And I also just think Matthew Broderick is creepy.
He's very creepy.
Well, and gay, by the way.
Oh, really? I did not know. But yeah, there's something about him. It's very unsettling looking at him, and I can never enjoy a Matthew Broderick movie just for that.
No, I understand. What about War Games though? War Games is great.
Yeah, no, I don't know. But
we need Professor Falcon. Would you like to play a game?
He's also was he in that movie with chimps too, Project X or something with a bunch of monkeys?
Project
X. Oh, that one's creepy.
So even
Apple?
Even with a bunch of monkeys, I still can't watch him. But he's also in one of my all-time favorite movies.
Yeah.
The Vicious Circle.
Yeah.
He plays one of the dudes that Dorothy Parker gets with. And, you know, I have to do my best.
Wait, he's in which movie? I'm sorry?
Dorothy Parker in The Vicious Circle.
What in the hell is that?
It's about Dorothy Parker. Jennifer Jason Leigh plays Dorothy Parker. She's tremendous.
I never saw the movie.
It's a very good movie.
There's a young, there's all kinds of famous people in it, too. Like, young Heather Graham's in it. Paltrow's in it, too, right? A little bit. Part.
That's Jason Scott or Campbell Scott.
Yeah, Campbell Scott.
Oh, he's good, actually.
Yeah.
Campbell Scott's good. He's on the Spanish Prison, right?
Algonquin Round Table, isn't that correct, Mike Dell?
That's correct. But Jennifer Jason Leigh, it's like my favorite female acting performance ever.
Is she really?
It's so really good. It is really good.
All right, I'll check that out.
I don't like Jennifer Jason Leigh, but she's really good in that movie.
Yeah. Whenever I always say that's my favorite female acting performance. My favorite male acting performance is either Kirk Douglas in Detective Story, Larry. Right?
Love it.
Kirk Douglas.
I love that movie.
Or Andy Griffith in Facing the Crowd.
Don't love
Wait
that.
a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah. This is what you're going with, though. I thought for sure it was going to be a Paul Newman.
Oh yeah, Paul Newman. It was great and everything. But when you see Kirk Douglas in that movie, and then Andy Griffith in Facing the Crowd, it's just so bizarre seeing Andy Griffith's Andy Mayberry in this role. It's kind of like Fred McMurray in Double Indemnity.
Double Indemnity.
It just shakes your whole head. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. But anyway, Ferris Bueller's Day Off. 1986 is when it came out. And we mentioned this on a previous podcast, but Brandon wasn't there. But Matthew Broderick was 24 when the movie was made. Alan Ruck, his buddy Cameron, he was 29.
Shut up! Is that right?
And Mia Sara, I have her listed here as 19 in 1986. But Larry, you had some contention with this. You were saying she was actually much younger than that. But
Yeah, there was another documentary I watched, Cousin Brandon. I don't know if you saw it. It was on Encore recently. It was called Don't You Forget About Me, about a couple, like 4 Canadian filmmakers who were on a search for John Hughes.
No, I haven't seen this.
Yeah, and they were trying to get an interview with John Hughes because he's a recluse as well.
Right.
And they caught up with Mia Sara, and I'm almost certain she said she was like 14 when she made that movie.
Shut up. There's no way she's 14. And if she is, I am going to jail.
According to every biography I've read about her, it puts her birth date, she would have been like 18 when it was made, 19 when it came out. So I don't know.
Wow.
But who knows?
Right.
Anyway, John Hughes wrote the screenplay in 6 days, and you can kind of tell if you pay attention. We mentioned this before. John Cusack, Jim Carrey, Johnny Depp, Tom Cruise, Robert Downey Jr., and Michael J. Fox were all considered for the role of Ferris Bueller.
Wow.
Anthony Michael Hall and Emilio Estevez turned down the role of Cameron. Broderick and Jennifer Grey actually got engaged after the movie.
Wow.
And,
with that nose?
Yeah, that's right. Well,
wait,
I
what?
see a pattern.
Broderick and Jennifer Grey did?
Yeah, but Jennifer Grey pre-nose job looked very similar to Sarah Jessica Parker, don't you think?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, she looked better pre-nose job, to be honest.
So, and it was set in Chicago, yet for some reason Cameron's wearing a Red Wings jersey, and I still can't figure that out.
Oh, good point. That's a great point.
But I don't understand, like, because John Hughes, he's not from Chicago, or he's from Baltimore.
Hold on a second, Mike. Yeah. In all fairness, you're from Pittsburgh, but yet you sport the Joe Sakic jersey.
That's true. That's a good point. All right.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Fair enough. Done.
Yeah, but well, let me think though. Would Sakic would that be the natural enemy though? Like
no, that's
if you're in Chicago.
Good point, Brandon. Yeah. North.
You don't wear a Red Wings jersey in Chicago. Yeah, that can't be right.
Yeah, something's screwy there. That'd be like me wearing a Flyers jersey and sitting.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I call bullshit again. All right, fine.
Yeah. All right. So who wants to go first?
We'll let Brandon go first.
All right. They start out pretty easy and then they get harder as we go. But all right, Brandon. What's the key to faking out parents? Ferris Bueller trivia. And by the way, in case no one's ever seen the movie, Matthew Broderick, Ferris Bueller, he's trying to skip out on school and have a big day out in the city with his buddies. That's pretty much the point, right?
Yeah.
All right, there it is.
Pretty simple.
Yep.
So, say it again, the key to faking out parents?
Yeah.
Come on, Brandon, Jesus Christ.
Faking out parents.
Dude, it's been a long time since I've seen this. The key to faking out parents is the cough.
Ooh, incorrect. Larry, can you steal?
You lick your palms.
Yeah, clammy hands.
See, I knew it was an ailment. I couldn't, or whatever, a symptom or whatever the hell you want to call it. God damn it. All right.
Yeah, that hurts right out of the gate. All right, Larry's
up
1-0. Larry, what did Ferris get for his birthday?
Oh, he got a computer.
That is correct.
God damn.
Yeah. His sister
she got a car and he got a computer. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's very bitter about it. All right, Brandon, question 3. Where was it rumored that Ferris Bueller had passed out the night before he skipped school there? Like a story starts to circulate. And in fact, Larry, who did we find out was the girl that's telling the story?
It was the Buffy or the Vampire Slayer girl.
Yeah, from
Sarah
the movie.
Michelle Gellar?
No, from the movie.
Christy Swanson.
Yes,
Christy Swanson. She plays the girl that says this. Yeah.
Okay, 2 things though. It sounds like you guys have already had a pretty lengthy discussion about this movie, which worries me. But second of all, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. I can tell you already. So, was it rumored that he passed out at someone's party?
No, incorrect.
No.
Larry?
Baskin Robbins.
Yeah, they say 31
Oh,
flavors.
I'm going to get killed. This isn't even fair.
3-0, Larry. Unbelievable. All right, Larry, what's on the back of Ferris Bueller's bedroom door?
Ooh.
It's very prominent. It's the only thing on his door, like what you see.
So. Basketball hoop.
Incorrect. Brandon.
All right.
A poster?
Incorrect. I tell you what, we're going to give Brandon a hint because otherwise this is going to be terrible. It's a flag of a, it's a flag. Let's put it that way. Like a flag.
An American flag.
Incorrect. We're looking for Great Britain. Great Britain.
Oh, God damn it. All right.
Yeah. All right. Larry, back to you.
That's back to me, I think, because I have a steal there.
Yeah. All right, Brandon, question 5. Including the day of the movie, how many sick days had Ferris used that semester?
Ooh, man.
Now, this includes the day he's skipping.
Right. So he's been, because it's what's her name, I think. So he's wait. No. Oh, is it, including?
Yeah.
So you're saying, so this would be the whatever day?
Correct.
Like, so, not, okay, is it 19?
Ooh, incorrect. Larry.
Well, it's when Rooney calls the mom, I know he says 9 times.
Ah, see, that's what I couldn't remember. I was like, is it, damn it.
I thought you had it, and then you added the team.
So what, it's 20?
No, it's 9. 9 times. 9.
What?
9 times.
Oh, 9. Oh. So the answer's 10, though, right?
No, because he's calling him because he'd already missed, like, Rooney's calling because he's already not showed up for that day. I see. God damn it. So I'm losing 4-0 already? Yeah, and also, but Ferris Bueller also says it when he's talking to the camera in his bedroom. He goes, "This is my 9th sick day of the semester, so if I go for 10, I got to cough up a lung or something like that." So, all right.
By the way, didn't the guy who played the principal, I can't think of his name, but didn't he like get in some trouble with the law?
Yeah, kitty porn, Jeffrey Jones.
That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Yeah, I was going to say he molested some kids or something.
See, that's another reason I don't like that movie, because that dude always creeped the hell out of me, and I didn't know that until I just heard you guys telling me that. So, yeah, I can understand it now, because he's always very creepy, the Jeffrey Jones. Yeah.
He's in Beetlejuice, though. Another movie I like.
Oh, yeah. I love that movie. Yeah,
Michael Keaton. Yeah, we should do Michael Keaton trivia sometime. What?
Yeah, that's a good idea. There you go. Yeah. Mr. Mom, Gung Ho. Yeah. Batman.
Brown.
Multiplicity. The Dream
shut
Team.
your mouth.
Yeah.
Dream Team. Wow.
You don't remember
that one in a long time. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Peter Boyle's in that one. Okay, fine. So anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to
It's great to be young and insane. Remember? And who was his love interest in the Dream Team?
What's that? His love interest in the Dream Team?
Who was his love interest in the Dream Team? Wasn't it a young Courtney Cox, right?
Was it? I was going to say, like, what's her name? not Penelope Cruz, but, fuck, I can't think of her name. Fuck it, anyway.
All right.
Fine. Courtney Cox.
Yeah.
Point.
So
4-0,
Larry. That's not good at all. And Larry, it's your question. Question 6. Ferris was supposed to take a test that day. What was the subject matter?
Ooh. Man.
He talks about it when he's getting a shower, and he walks out of the bathroom and he's still talking about it.
Yeah, Christ. Because I remember the whole speech, socialism.
Ooh, I'm going to need more.
Fascist socialism.
Well, no, incorrect. If you weren't crushing them, I might give you credit for it. But Brandon.
Yeah, that's funny. Initially I was going to say social studies, but I know that's...
Larry had half of it right.
Yeah.
With socialism. But what kind of socialism?
I cannot... I don't know. I have to say, Uncle. I don't remember.
European socialism.
Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah, Larry. If it wasn't a complete destruction,
You're killing me, right? Exactly. Come on.
All right, 4-0. Question 7, Brandon. Oh, no, this is going to be real tricky here. Almost all of the license plates featured in the movie pay tribute to other John Hughes films. What's the license plate on his dad's car?
Holy hell!
Really?
I will take the license plate, or if you just give me the movie that is on
Okay, all right, let me think for a second here.
Just think of other John Hughes films.
Right. And at that time, so...
And when I say his dad, I mean Ferris Bueller's dad's car.
Right. I didn't think you meant John Hughes' dad. So.
But I didn't want you to think Cameron's dad, because his...
Right. Okay, good point. I will go with... 16 Cameron?
Incorrect. Larry?
I'll go with Weird Science.
Ooh, incorrect. We're looking for Mr. Mom. The license plate is M-M-O-M, Mr. Mom.
Really?
Did he write that or direct that?
He wrote it. And there's other... I had them written down here somewhere. I can't find them. But I think the sister has Breakfast Club on hers, and the mom has something else. I can't remember.
I never picked up on that.
Yeah, me neither.
In fact, it may... Oh, you know what it was? It's your Vacation. Lampoon's Vacation.
Oh, see, I almost said Vacation for the Dead. That's funny. Huh.
All right. Now, Larry, question 8. What's the license plate on the Ferrari? Cameron.
I know that one.
You know that one?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Yeah, you see it when he pulls out of the garage there, when they start taking it out of the Cameron's place.
I have no idea.
Brandon?
All right, will you give me credit if I don't get it? Well, let me ask Larry first. Will you give me credit if I don't get this exactly right?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
It's something, it's one of two things. It's either like I'm nervous or...
It's nervous, correct. N-R-V-O-U-S. Nervous.
Yeah.
We'll give you credit.
Wow.
Yay.
There, Cousin Brandon.
Right.
Well,
I'm on the board.
Yeah, we're going 20 questions as usual. So question 9, you can still make a comeback if you get this, Brandon. What year and model is the Ferrari?
Wow, that's tough.
If you can just get close, we'll give it to you. But and that goes for you too, Larry. But year and model.
Year and model.
They say it in the movie. It's not like
Yeah, I know they do. Right. I have to pass. I know they say it. I just don't remember it all. But I got to pass.
Jesus God.
Nope,
that's not my data.
Yeah. It's a 19... Oh, God. See, I remember this because, car this cherry, he says something, a 1984 Ferrari Tetra.
No.
Not that, it's an older model, right?
Yeah, 1961 Ferrari 250 GT California.
That was my next guess. See?
That's right.
Less than 100 were made.
Yeah.
Shit.
All right, Larry, here's another tough one. There's no way you're getting this. How many miles are on the Ferrari when they start it up?
Oh, please. Seriously?
Yeah, seriously. Just get it
That's
close.
impossible.
Get close, and we'll give you credit. But how about if you get within 10 miles? We'll give you credit. How's that?
317.
Incorrect. Brandon,
okay, I'm gonna go more with 97866.
97866. What the hell does that even mean?
97,866.
Really? On a 1961 Ferrari that's in mint condition, it's gonna have 97,000 miles on it?
I don't know.
All right. 126 and a half. Oh wait, it's 126 miles, and it's halfway between the 3 and the 4/10.
No.
0.3. Yeah.
I knew there was under 500 miles on that car.
Yeah. 126. All right, Brandon.
Close, whatever.
How many miles are on the Ferrari when they get it back from the parking garage?
Oh, fuck me.
Within 10. Well, within 10. You know it started out with 126.
Right.
They park it in the parking garage. Those guys take it for a joyride. And when they pick it up, how many miles are on it?
All right, 213. Incorrect.
Larry?
318 again.
Ooh, 301.7. So you're almost within that shit. All right, Larry, question 12. Where did Ferris, Cameron, and Sloan start their day in Chicago? It's what famous site did they go to first?
Let me think about it. I'm trying to think the first place they all went together. They went to the Museum of Art.
Incorrect. Brandon.
Damn it!
I'm going to say they went to the Cubs game.
Incorrect. They went to Sears Tower first.
Oh, shit, that's right.
Oh, we're really bad at
that. I forgot about that. Well, I'm really bad. You're doing all right. I'm
it's
really
still 4-1. Larry's up 4-1. Question 13 to Brandon. Who is Abe Froman?
He's the Sausage King of Chicago.
That is correct.
I knew that one.
When they go to eat at that restaurant, Ferris gives a fake name, Sausage King.
Abe Froman, that's right. Yeah. And by the way, here's a good question for the two of you. The guy that played the maitre d' in that scene used to be on a sitcom that was pretty
Double
bad.
Trouble.
Wow! Holy shit!
What
that was
show?
amazing!
Double Trouble.
That was amazing! How in the fuck did you possibly know that?
With the twin girls, Kate and Allie, which is a ripoff of the Patty Duke show. They had Kate and Allie.
That was amazing.
Well, let me tell you a little secret. When I was a kid, I really was fond of the twin sisters there.
Of course.
I
can't believe you knew that. I cannot believe
don't mess
you
with me
knew
in
that.
Double Trouble trivia. Yeah.
That was seriously, Mike Dell, very impressive.
Larry,
you know
you
who wins tonight? Hey, Larry, let me just tell you something. Regardless of the score tonight, Mike Dell wins.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you.
Double Trouble. Yeah. Nice.
Nobody knows that. Wow. All right, fine.
Question 14. It's 4-2, Larry. Larry, this is for you. What's the name of the restaurant where they eat?
Oh,
that's tough.
The name is actually a play on words of another famous Chicago eatery.
God damn. These are really in-depth. I haven't seen this movie in years.
Yeah. Hey, this is the big leagues, LCS hockey trivia. You know, this isn't.
Yeah, I guess. It's called Aubon Pain.
Incorrect. Brandon, any ideas?
Well, this won't be right, but just because you said it, I'm going to say Chris Ruth's.
Ooh, incorrect. We're looking for Shea Key. Shea Key, which Chicago famous pizzeria, Shakey's Pizza. Shea Key.
See, I thought it was, I was thinking Ruth's Chris. So, all right, fine.
Sure. So it's still 4-2, going to Brandon. Hey, you can cut it to within one here. Question 15. What organ did Ferris say he needed transplanted?
Well, I know this.
Like when I think when he's calling the kids at school, right, and he's talking to the kids on the phone, he was saying he might need this organ transplanted.
Liver?
Incorrect. Larry?
Kidney.
That is correct.
Damn, I was going to go with kidney. Son of a bitch.
5-2. Larry, Grace the secretary says all the kids at school love Ferris. They think he's a what?
Oh, come on.
They think he's a righteous dude.
That was too easy. I knew it. Damn it.
6-2. Ouch. Yeah, it's officially over, I believe.
Yeah, I know it is. Fine.
Brandon, what painting does Cameron fixate on at the Chicago Museum of Art?
Oh, it's the, it's Seurat. It's, like, Afternoon at La Grange or whatever.
That's right. Sunday Afternoon on the Island of La Grande Jatte by George Seurat. Yeah, how about that?
Yeah, see? I'm cultured. How about that?
That's right.
You still got that one.
Larry,
this is a great scene, by the way. I must say that is a nice little scene. But anyway,
yeah, I didn't even see it. Cause I was watching it online somewhere through some shady website, and apparently they only let you watch like half the movie or something. Question 18, Larry. At the Chicago Cubs game, Ferris tells Cameron that if they had followed the rules, they would be where?
In gym class.
I knew that one.
That is correct.
I knew that one. God damn.
Now, these next two are just ultra hard, but they're ultra good too. So if you can come up with them. But question 19, Brandon, who were the Cubs playing that day?
Ooh, who shit. Well, I know other information about the game. Let me think. The Cubs.
Ooh, because the next question is other information about that game.
Yeah. See. Okay, hold on. Fuck, the Cubs are playing. Well, just because I'm just going to go with the divisional game and say that they were playing. I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
See, that's a very good guess, but incorrect. Larry?
I'm going to say the Mets.
Incorrect. The Atlanta Braves. The Atlanta Braves. And Larry, question 20, and the final question. It was a real game. It wasn't recreated for the film. The Cubs eventually lost in 11 innings on a two-run homer by Rafael Ramirez. What Cubs pitcher gave up the home run?
Wow.
This has nothing to do with the movie, obviously.
That's amazing, though.
Yeah, but it's a really good question.
Hey, what was the year again? 86?
Well, 86 is when it came out, so it's probably filmed, who knows.
85-ish, 84.
Yeah,
right, okay.
I have no idea. Kerry Wood.
It's a famous pitcher, and if you think hard enough about it, you might be able to come up with it.
Rick Sutcliffe.
Incorrect.
Remember, okay, that was going to be my guess. Okay, wait, right.
11 innings, so...
right, but I was almost... Okay, what about... shit, who would have been closing back then for the Cubs?
Yeah, he's a very famous closer.
Lee Smith?
That is correct.
Wow! Is it really?
Yeah. You know what? That answer is so good, we're going to make it worth 3 points, and you still lost. Larry won 7-4 without the so 7-4. I had a tiebreaker question. Can you name you guys obviously couldn't because you missed the where did they start, but could you name all the places they went on their trip in Chicago? Like in order?
Well,
in order?
Well, they went, we said the Sears Tower.
Started at the Sears Tower.
So they go to the, how about we just name the places they go? I mean, and you're not including the parking garage, but they go to the Cubs game. They go to the Museum of Contemporary Art, I'm guessing.
That's 3. Chicago
restaurant.
Lunch at Shea Key, you got 4.
Right.
There's 2 more places.
They go to the parade, obviously.
All right, 1 more.
And the stock market.
That's right, the Chicago stock market.
Wow, nice. That's right.
The official order was Sears Tower, stock market, art museum, lunch at Shea Key, Cubs game, parade. Apparently.
Wow, very nice.
Yeah.
And what do they sing at the parade?
Twist and Shout.
But something
else.
But
they sing another song, too.
Donka Shane.
There you go. Very good. And, by the way, here was the other question I thought you were going to ask about the baseball game. What does the guy working in the pizza shop where the principal is, who does he tell him who's winning the game?
The Bears.
When Jeffrey Jones. Oh, well done.
Because, well, Jeffrey Jones asks what's the score, and he says nothing.
Nothing.
Jones
and he says, who's winning? Right.
Yeah. Like
the Bears.
Yeah.
Wow, well done.
Yeah, so Larry's triumphant again. How about that, Larry?
Again, I'm not very good at this sort of thing. Yeah. I'm really not.
You handled your own, Cousin Brandon.
No, not really. You beat me once again. I really don't do well in these trivia challenges.
But you got Lee Smith. That was fun.
Well,
Lee Smith. Wow.
Well, you know what? It had nothing to do with the movie. So maybe that's why. But I'm a little proud of myself. Whatever. You know.
I'm a little sad right now. Well,
you're sad?
Yeah, I'm sad.
Why?
Why?
Because the Breakfast Club's over. This is, gets in the earing and all that kind of stuff. And
it's beautiful, and then he raises a fist at the end, and it's like,
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's another creepy age difference thing, because Judd Nelson in that movie is what, Larry, like 30 or something? And,
he's got to be at least 45, and she's probably 9.
And Molly Ringwald is like, 16 or something there.
Yeah.
And he's
how about, by the way, speaking of Molly Ringwald, you always know the story, like you've heard Corolla talk about the fact that I guess they grew up together, right?
Oh, I never heard that.
No.
Yeah. He and Molly Ringwald, like, grew up across the street from each other. Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Kind of odd.
I'll be honest with you, Cousin Brandon. I can't stand the Adam Carolla.
No, I know you've told me that, or I've heard you talking about the fact because he talks over everybody, and he does.
Yeah,
he definitely
really does.
But he entertains me. I do find him funny. Sorry.
That's one.
Whatever. I don't need this abuse. Fuck that, man. I didn't come on here to be talked down to. I just told you I liked Adam Carolla. Whatever.
I thought I had something else, some movie-related trivia, but should we try and do another movie trivia at some point? Like any films jump out at, or should we do Michael Keaton trivia? Or,
we should try a theme.
Meaning
like
what?
not necessarily one movie, but maybe one actor or
like
one.
Keaton.
Well, you said Michael Keaton. I thought was that was interesting.
Michael Keaton could be, that could be all right. That could
be
all
or
right.
How about you have Steve Martin, Bill Murray?
No, fuck Steve Martin.
All right, Bill Murray.
Bill Murray's good. Yeah, Bill Murray.
All right, that's a good one.
Think about that. And we also got to pick a movie to do commentary on. So if people could send in suggestions, too, I believe, if they post them on damashek.com message boards or anywhere, mail them to me.
I like that as well. What would be a good movie, though? Like, so, again, like, it would have to be a movie that is essentially, so of course, it's not going to be like a comedy. It has to be a movie that's, you know, unintentionally funny. So, like, you have to have, like, a Roadhouse or, like, oh, I have a good one, by the way, Cliffhanger.
I've never seen that.
I never
Oh, that would
really
be a good, I'm telling you, that would be a good movie to do. It's very funny.
Well, Youngblood would be tremendous, but I don't know what else.
Yeah, but see, but you sort of have, like a passion for Youngblood, though, no? I mean, like...
I don't know if I call it a passion, but...
You don't watch it every night?
No.
Only every other night.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll come up with something. We'll think
Mike
of
Dell.
But, yeah?
You are not going to believe this.
Uh-oh. What's that?
The Ed is here.
How did the Ed know to call the show?
I have no fucking idea.
Listen, if you're going to talk to the Ed, I'm getting the hell off here. I don't have nothing to say to that man.
Oh, you want no part of the Ed?
No, I don't.
All right.
All right, tell him I said hello. But yeah, I'm going to take my ass whooping and I'm going to run. So,
all right.
But yeah, let's make this happen soon. Let's do the running commentary.
All right, and I'll be in touch about next Wednesday if
very good.
See Cousin Dave. All right, Brandon. Talk to you later.
All right,
Brandon.
Congratulations. Bye-bye.
There he goes, Cousin Brandon. All right, is the Ed there, Larry?
How the hell did the Ed know to call?
Maybe he saw it on the message boards.
We didn't really post anything. All right, let's bring him on. Hold on. Ed!
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Why are you guys having a show tonight and didn't tell me?
How did you know to call?
I was on the Blog Talk looking at what shows was on and stuff, and I like, what the hell am I doing with a show on tonight?
Yeah, Brandon just emailed us. He's like, hey, let's do a show. And we're like, well, all right, we'll do a show. And we just threw it together at the last minute there. And we weren't going to bother you or anything, but here you are.
No, it ain't no bother. It ain't no bother. Ain't no bother.
Well, maybe not for you.
Yeah, I'm not just hiking my pants up.
Well, that's good. Just hiking your pants up.
I got to go get AA batteries. I just bought me a brand new television.
What kind?
And you need batteries to run the television?
For the remote control.
Oh, okay.
Well, the batteries usually come with the remote when you buy a new TV.
Maybe they're in the box somewhere. I couldn't find them.
What kind of TV did you get?
47-inch.
What brand?
Panoramic.
Panoramic? Yeah,
Panasonic?
Yeah.
Larry, you just bought a new TV as well.
Yeah, I did buy a new TV. It's only a 37-inch.
Yeah, you're missing out.
Yeah. Well, I don't have that much money to go buy a 47.
This one was only $894.
Huh.
I just pulled the money out of my pocket.
Is it a 1080?
Huh?
Is it a 1080?
Yeah, the guy said 1080, 120 millihertz.
Uh-huh.
He said you got to get the 120 millihertz. 60 millihertz ain't no good.
Yeah, you got to get the 120 millihertz. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why though? Ed, why do you need a new TV? You have like 11 TVs at your house already.
Yeah, 14 now.
Why do you need 14 TVs?
And they always got them on sale, and there's always deals on them.
Well, that doesn't mean you have to buy one.
Yeah. When you get I think I got over 8,000 paper plates at my house, but I don't even use paper plates.
8,000 paper plates at your house.
Yeah. I need AA battery.
AA battery.
Were you at Walmart?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, all right.
Where everybody goes.
Are you going to look for football men?
Now, you know what? They don't got them here no more. All they got is wrestling people.
That's silly.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
I don't want no pink. They got pink AA's.
Huh. I didn't know batteries came in colors like that.
Yeah, they have the pink ones for breast cancer.
They for breast.
Oh.
I'm getting these are great for prick cancer.
That's good.
That's what I got.
Ed, I heard you on Vertically Striped Radio today.
I was there?
Yeah, you were there. You were talking to that Trace kid about the Super Bowl and Peyton Manning, and you were all upset, all kinds of swearing.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that was you.
Yeah. It's like pine sol on a dusty day.
I don't
Exactly.
know what that means.
That's what I was thinking when I heard it.
two of hearts. Two hearts that beat as one. Two of hearts. You gotta get a gun.
Hey, the Ed, would you like to take Larry on in some more Super Bowl trivia?
Oh, yeah, I beat him. It ain't no problem, man. I beat everybody last night.
Yeah.
Or the night before.
Not everybody. You didn't beat
trying to see.
before.
I'm in
trying to see how many.
checkout at Walmart.
Oh, he's gonna check out. We'll listen to this.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing the automated one.
No. Yolanda's helping me.
Oh, hey, Yolanda. What's up,
I
Yolanda?
bought a Twix 4-pack, too.
Oh, a Twix
I'm at
four-pack.
$7.53, $8.
Let me ask you this: Is Yolanda hot?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Nah, lying.
No.
Lying. I got Fruit Sensations extra gum.
Yeah.
Is Yolanda friendly?
Uh-uh.
No. Okay.
Hey.
Ask her if she wants to be on a radio show.
Nah. She old fat Mexican lady.
Oh no. I don't speak
She's
Spanish.
mad. She's mad.
All right, yeah. So you got your batteries and you got your Twix. Is that what you said? A Twix 4-pack?
Yeah, Twix 4-pack. Two of hearts. Hearts and beat as one.
All right. Super Bowl trivia. I only got a couple questions left from the other night. I don't think either of you guys are going to get these, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Now
I'm walking in the rain. I saw you and him walking in the rain.
Yeah, we've got nothing but snow here, the Ed. We've got over 10 inches of snow, the Ed.
Bet your wife happy.
I got 18 inches of snow, Mike Dell.
18 inches. What
That's
about
what
that?
we got.
Jesus Christ, I got 12 inches in my pants, but I don't got it in the yard.
I was trying to set up the Ed for his favorite joke, but he...
That's probably the first time your wife had 18 inches in her life.
That's right. There you go.
She'll probably never have that again because she's probably walking like a goddamn chipmunk.
I don't know what that means. All right. The Ed loves his Super Bowl trivia kicker trivia. That's what the Ed loves the most. So 5 kickers in Super Bowl history have at least 4 career field goals. Can you name them?
All right.
Did one last night?
No, we did field goal attempts. And actually, I'm sorry, I misspoke. There are 6 kickers with at least 4 career field goals. Can you name them?
Yeah.
Go ahead, the Ed. You can start.
Adam Vinatieri, your turn.
That's right, Adam Vinatieri. He has 7 field goals on 10 attempts in 5 games. Larry, can you name another kicker with 4 made field goals?
Wow, that's tough. I was going to take Adam Vinatieri if I got to go first.
Yeah. Larry, I think you only know one other kicker on this list. He played recently. He's no longer kicking in the league, but he just did kick recently in the league.
Shut up, man.
Hey. Let me think here real quick. Scott Norwood.
Incorrect.
Nope. Jason Elam.
Incorrect.
I don't give a fuck. I already won.
That's right. The Ed already won. Well, what do you guys want?
Come and knock on my door.
That's right, the Ed.
Door.
The Ed Lovester's company. We're looking for Ray Worsham for San Francisco.
Yeah, I was going to say him, but I thought Mike Kofer might have.
Don Chandler of Green Bay had 4. Jim Turner of the Jets had 4. Uwe Von Schamann from Miami had 4. And Jeff Wilkins, St. Louis, Larry.
I was going to say Wilkins. Damn it.
Yeah,
What about Donald Iguabuke?
Nope. Never had it.
What about Benny Ricardo?
Oh, yeah, he's there. Okay, the only other question I have from the other night, 8 players in Super Bowl history have at least 3 career fumbles.
Who?
Can you name them?
No.
Larry will start first this time. 3 career fumbles, Larry, in the Super Bowl.
3 career fumbles. God damn. Jim Kelly.
That is correct. He had 4.
Damn.
In 4 games, he had 4 fumbles.
How would you come up with that, man?
He's been in 4 Super Bowls. I figured out.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to say Fran Tarkenton.
Fran Tarkenton. Let's see. Is he there? No, incorrect. Larry wins. Hey, Larry.
Hey, do I get in the wheel?
Yeah, that's got to put you in his will now.
I'll take that.
I don't got to do. I don't have to do nothing. If I don't want to do it, I ain't got to do it.
Well, we still have 7 guys on the board. Any other guesses?
Franco Harris.
Franco Harris is correct. 3 fumbles.
See, I was gonna say him, but I thought it might be another quarterback. I'll go with Garo Premium.
Incorrect.
How about
Larry?
Thurman Thomas?
Yeah, I was
Thurman
going to say Thurman Thomas.
is correct. Look at Larry. He knows his
Jesus
fumbles.
Christ. See, I thought once Jim kept that must be why the Bills lost 4 Super Bowls with goddamn turnovers.
Thurman Thomas had 3 fumbles in 4 games.
Who in their right mind would name their kids Thurman? I mean, Mrs. Thomas and Mrs. Munson are stupid.
Hey, there's also another Buffalo Bill on the list with 3 fumbles.
Andre Reed?
Incorrect.
Scott Norwood?
Incorrect.
Who's there? The running back, man.
Well, we're looking for...
Oh, Pete Metzelars?
Incorrect. We're looking for Frank Reich, because he came in relief of Jim Kelly in 2 of those games.
And he fumbled 3 times in just that little bit of short of goddamn time.
Yep.
I bet his pants were brown.
We still got 3 other players on the list to go. They're all quarterbacks.
Joe Montana.
Incorrect.
Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah,
correct.
I was gonna say him.
Oh, you know what? There's still 3 more guys. I counted. So
Lynn Dawson. Lynn Dawson.
Incorrect.
Roger Staubach.
That is correct. Roger Staubach has the record. 5 career fumbles in 4 games.
See, he's in front of his computer. I'm not.
And also, Kurt Warner had 4 fumbles in 3 games.
Jesus Christ,
And
man.
John Elway, 3 fumbles in 5
That
games.
was my next guess. I would have said John Elway.
You know what? I lost that one.
Yeah. How about, would you guys just like to do normal, regular football trivia? I had these questions in case the Dave comes on the show. The Ed can bat him with trivia, but do you want to do them now, or do you want to save them for the Dave?
Nah, we'll save them because I got to go.
Oh, okay. That works out.
I didn't even realize you was having no goddamn show, man. You guys
That's right.
how much longer are you having your show for?
Well, once you leave, we'll probably just hang up.
Why?
Because we got really nothing else to talk about, do we, Larry?
Huh. All right, well, don't let them talk bad about you.
All right,
now
yeah.
it's time to say goodbye.
You don't have to sing that every time you say goodbye. Like, that's just your show. You don't have to sing it when you're on our show.
I'm supposed to do that. That's my sign-out on every show I'm on. I was on Good Morning America the other day, and I said, don't let them talk bad about you. And then Joan London said, now it's time to say.
What year is this?
Bye. One time, me and her and David Hartman was having coffee, but I don't drink coffee.
This is another thing you're just making up. You never had coffee with David Hartman and Joan London.
No, because I didn't drink the coffee, but I drank. I drank Coca-Cola. Yeah.
Oh, well, that I can
was
believe.
Discussing. Yeah, we was discussing it. We was talking about it, and if you don't talk about it, you have to yell.
Yeah. All right, Ed. Well, thanks for calling, buddy. We appreciate it.
Colts in the Super Bowl, 38-17. Got to go. Bye.
All right, there you go, the Ed. How about that, the Ed? He just somehow found that we're having a show, and he called.
Yeah, what the fuck? I don't understand.
And then he went to the Walmart. Well, Larry, it was a festive little show. We did the trivia. We talked to the Ed. Is there anything else you feel obligated to talk about?
Yeah, we have a caller on the line who has their little hand up. You want to talk to them?
If you think so, sure.
Yeah, why not? All right, there's a caller in the 914 area code with your hand up. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, but I didn't put my hand up.
Yeah, it's up.
Hey, I'm sorry about that.
Who's this, Major Minority?
Yes, sir.
What's up, buddy? We read your poem last night on the show.
Hey, how'd you like that, Mike Dell?
I didn't appreciate it at all. But
come on, Mike Dell. You know you loved it.
But, yeah, this is our buddy Major Minority from the DamnItCheck.com message boards. Now, Major Minority, you're starting your own show, correct?
Hopefully. That's the plan.
Now, why? After you see the train wreck that this show is, and you see the Ed show, why would you want to do your own show?
because I, too, want to ruin my life.
Well, you're well on the way to doing it, so good job.
And your show's what, Monday night at 11 o'clock?
The first one should be, Monday night.
11 o'clock on Blog Talk Radio, the Major Minority Report?
That's the plan, as long as my co-host gets his act together.
And
that's Purple People Eater?
No, he's in Germany, but I recorded a couple calls with him, so we have some good stories over there.
Oh,
well, who's your co-host then?
This other fella named Lamont.
Lamont?
Yeah, Lamont.
I like it already. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
nice.
Hey, Major Minority, Larry, did you ever hear of a guy named Lupe Fiasco?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, I never knew about him. But Major Minority hit me to the Lupe Fiasco, and he seems like a good kid, Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah, he's like a rapper.
Yeah, but he raps about important issues.
Yeah. I know who Lupe is. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, seems like a
I'm
good
on the
kid.
cutting edge.
Now, Major Minority, any conspiracy requests for the show?
I want to hear the Michael Jackson conspiracy.
All right, we'll do the Michael Jackson one next time then.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah. All right, Major Minority. Well, I appreciate you calling to listen. And,
thanks. I'm at work, so I appreciate you guys distracting me.
Yeah, best of luck with the show.
Yeah, Major Minority Report. I'm looking forward to it. I'm really excited about it. I probably won't listen live, obviously, because I'm never up at 11, but I'll definitely listen Tuesday.
Yeah, it'll be horrible. Don't worry about it.
I'm sure it'll be fun. Just, once again, no Tina Fey jokes, right?
I don't even know who that is.
Thanks. Yeah, then I'll listen.
He's unaware.
But that Dorothy
Right.
Parker is a real see you next Tuesday.
That's right. All right, Major Minority, take it easy, buddy.
Thank you.
There he goes. Now he's going to start making fun of Dorothy Parker.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah,
That's a real shame. That's your
But
girl.
now, Larry, any other pressing topics to discuss?
I'm trying to think. Not really. I mean, since I talked to you just last night, I really didn't do so much. We had the snow. After we got off the show last night, I watched Kitchen Nightmares. I went to bed. I got up. We had a ton of snow, and I've been sitting around drinking pretty much all day.
Well, we should say you beat me in NHL 94.
Oh, yeah, I did beat you 4-2 today.
Yeah, you had the Penguins, and I figured I'd use Gretzky against Lemieux there, and you beat me 4-2. And
Yeah.
Do you feel like a big
How's
man
that
now?
feel? How's that feel?
Well, you know.
Here we go.
Yeah, my controller is broken, obviously.
Uh-huh.
But,
yeah.
And it did legitimately break. But
Right.
the score was 2-0 after 2, and then you were up 2-0. And I said, what did I say? I texted you on the screen. I said, ooh, pressure's on.
Yeah.
And then what happened in the next 2 minutes?
Well, you said the pressure's O.
Yeah, actually I said pressure's N. I left off the O, but I was trying to type on there. But yeah, because I was kind of making it fun. And then I flipped the switch. Bang.
Uh-huh.
2 quick goals for the Kings, 2-2. It was
Then
all
what did
done.
I do?
You had another penalty for goaltender interference on my guys, which was completely ridiculous. How many penalties did the Penguins have that game?
5 or
0.
6. Yeah,
No,
well,
that'd
I
be
had
0.
0. Yeah, I had 5 or
Yeah.
6 power plays.
Yeah, that's right. And you were hitting. I wasn't even checking or anything. And you guys were running around. Lemieux, Yager, and Larry Murphy was like a jukebox. The hits just kept on coming. And I couldn't do anything. The Kings were just falling all over the ice. But they kept calling me for goaltender interference. You would knock me down into your goalie, and then they'd say, oh, goaltender interference. 6 power plays I think you had. And
yeah, well, what you got to do, Mike Dell, is stay away from my goalie because I hit like a motherfucker on that game.
Yeah, I could tell. But, yeah, so now my controller's broken, though, so I need to go buy a controller before we do the big tournament. So I don't know if I'll be able to play it right away because we got a lot of snow outside. You know?
Yeah, it's very snowy. We got about 18 inches here. I measured this morning when I got up. I took a tape measure out in the yard. I'm like, wow, it was like 17 3/4 or something like that. And I was like, God damn, that's a lot of snow.
So are you trying to be like a weatherman or something? You figured you'd go out and measure the snow? Or?
No, I just wanted to see how much snow I had to shovel because literally, you know, when they plowed our roads, like I don't have a driveway. I have off-street parking. Like I have a couple parking spots in front of my house. So when the snow plows come through, they plow up, like, you know, they plow down the street and the snow, like, it comes on my property. So there's literally about 4.5 feet of snow in front of my car that I'm going to have to dig out tomorrow. That's a lot of digging.
Yeah, it's a pain because you can't just scoop out the snow. You got to do it in like 3 attempts. You got to take off the top layer, the middle layer, and then go.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, I jumped in the snowbank and it was up past my legs. You know, I'm very tall, and I was waist deep into the snow. And my car's like completely covered. It's completely buried in snow right now. It's not a good thing.
Yeah, it's not pleasant. But how about it, Larry? 2 back-to-back days, fake radio shows, and then we're going to be back Wednesday night. Hopefully with our buddy Dave Damashek.
Yeah.
And even if he doesn't show up, you're still going to get drunk, right? Larry versus beer.
Yeah, because I'm getting drunk right now.
Yeah, so that'll be good. And in Major Minority, maybe I'll do the Michael Jackson conspiracy for a Major Minority. And
That'd be good.
Real good time. All right.
So we got nothing else? You got nothing else?
Yeah, I think we're done. I think we can bag the show right now because we did what we planned, and now I think we're done.
All right, Mike Dell. So I guess that's it. Wednesday night, be here again, unless we do a show tomorrow. You never know, because we didn't know we were going to do a show today. Who knows? Maybe we'll do a big Super Bowl spectacular tomorrow, Mike Dell. Huh?
Yeah, the Ed will be so excited. The Colts.
Yeah. Yeah, if the Colts lose tomorrow, we have to do a show. Just get the Ed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe he's going to commit suicide or something live on the air. That'd be great.
Hey, you'll get that TV then.
Yeah. Yeah, he owes me. I won the basketball game, and I beat him in Super Bowl trivia, so he owes me something.
Yep.
So, all right. That's it. Wednesday, 9 p.m., Dave Damashek, hopefully. And other than that, that's it. Go buy Honest John Churchfield. So, that's all I got. Until then, pass the gin, governor. Sean Leahy, who canceled?
But I just enjoyed the crunchy orange balls.
Thank you very much.